Hey everybody, Roland Smith here with Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance. As you can already see, we're back out here in the wood shop. And today I'm going to show you how I turn a wooden sphere or a ball out of a chainsaw cut square chunk of wood. Now, I'm by no means a professional wood turner. Don't claim to be. But I'm going to show you my method on how I get this done. And we're going to do it as quickly as possible. So stick around and see how this turns out. I've got the wood on the lathe. Let's get started. I'm going to attempt to get you the best shot I can possibly get. All I done was I took a block of walnut. I stayed away from the heart because, as I said before in previous videos, if it's going to move in the heart. Okay? And corner to corner got my centers. And I made sure everything. Now let me tell you something about a wood lathe. I always check the undercarriage bolts that hold your tailstock. I always check the undercarriage bolts that hold your tool rest. Because you've got a 8-pound or 10-pound chunk of wood, maybe a little more, rotating at about 1600 RPMs. If something breaks, if it hits you, most likely what's going to be broke is your teeth or your nose. So, let's get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my spindle gouge and I'm going to round this off. I'm going to cut all these facets, all these corners, and I'm going to make it perfectly round, so stick around with me. All I'm doing, as you can see, cutting these corners off. Stay with me. What we're going to do now, we're going to change over from the spindle gouge to the roughing gouge. Notice the difference? This has ears. I'm trying to get you a good shot of it. This has ears on it now. This does not. This is a much wider blade. Remove the cut, remove more bolts. Look there. Got almost perfectly round, almost. I can still see some facets, flat spots right here. Check for cracks. Let's move on. Now what I'm doing here, you see that end piece right here? You see that? I'm going in and I'm cutting this right here. Got one more flat spot right here, but I want it to run smooth. In order to do that, also you have to crown. Gotta be careful right here. You're working right against that tailstock. This will allow me to speed up my lathe when it runs smooth. This thing is shaking all over the place. Let's see what I'm talking about. Shut it down just for a second. Move on here just a minute. Let me show you here now. You see that little shake right there? A little light on the subject. As with anything, if it don't run level, it's not going to run smooth. You're going to take a whole lot of it off and square it up. Around your piece. See how smooth that got? See the difference right there? Stay with me. Now, due to time constraints, I went ahead and mark this up. I'm going to show you how I done it. Protractors and compasses. That's just eyeball. It's roughly about 4 1/8 inch. Okay? So your sphere, after the contouring and the working, will probably be roughly 4 inches. Now, if this was for a customer, you'd have to be dead on it if that's what they wanted. But what you've got to do is you've got to take in the diameter of the piece. That will determine the diameter of your sphere. Just make your mark. I'll do it over here just to show and tell. Made a mark right there. Hold your pencil. Perfect line. Now, after you have your center and your ends, that will give you corners. You cut down here, you look up here. This is your horizon. Okay? You work from the center out. From the center out. From the center out. Center out. First cut. Is going to be your end pieces. Let's get my tourist over just a little bit. Wants to walk some. Now, you see where we've cut it. We'll start working from the center out. Contouring the ends. Watch this corner right here. This corner. Once you get those corners rounded, working. Notice how I'm coming up here. Always cutting this direction from the center out. You may have to start up here. Always work it towards the outside from the center out. And as you begin to cut, allow yourself room. takes longer to film this and explain it. Working. And as you start to come in, you follow that contour. Following the contour, working from the center out. Now, here's what we're talking about. These are your corners. They say, well, it's a round ball, it don't have corners. You have corners, trust me. You'll see them from the horizon, the upper end of the workpiece. You'll want to cut those down, work those down, allowing yourself room out here to be able to work back, rounding this. Stick around, I'm going to work on this some, and take it to the next level. See these corners? There's a corner. Working from the center out. Same over here. Here's a corner. You're looking at the horizon. This is your horizon. But you're working from here and contouring in. That's how that works. You can see the ball begin to shape. Started out with a chainsaw cut block of wood into a sphere, so stick around. Allowing yourself room for air. You can see, from my point of view, the corners. You got to be careful when you're working this tool around where you get your catches. So what I'll do, I'll go ahead and finish defining this. I'm hoping I'm getting this in shot. So what I'll do is I'll finish defining this piece and show you the finished product. Stick around. I'm hoping I'm getting this in shot. Can't guarantee that I am. Put your mask on. Speed your lathe up. use about 60 or 80 course. Working the corners. I'll use 60, 80, some kind of coarse sandpaper, then I'll move up about 100, 120, then I'll use a wet dry. Stick around, I'll show you the finished product. Okay, here's our finished product, round wooden sphere. All we have left to do is some ultralight sanding and adding mineral oil. Set it aside and let it room temperature dry. You don't want to speed dry this. You will develop cracks. I have learned that the hard way. Whether it's green or whether it's seasoned, speed drying, wood that's been under tension like this will develop cracks. I hope this video has helped you in understanding how to turn a round ball from a square chainsaw cut block of wood. I appreciate you watching, appreciate your support. Give me the thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, subscribe. Leave a comment below. But this is Roland Smith, Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance. As always, go farther, stay longer. I'll catch you out in the field.